Yonder Pinango was one of the hottest hitters on this roster. 11 hits in 27 at-bats, a 906 ops, an expected batting average of 340, and the Blue Jays just sent him down. That decision has split this fan base right down the middle, and the real reason behind it changes everything. Manager Schneider called it a tough call. His exact words: "They were looking at the runway for Pinango and the runway for others, and the numbers simply didn't match up." That sounds diplomatic, but strip away the careful phrasing and the message is blunt. The Blue Jays are making a calculated bet on Jesús Sánchez, and Yonder Pinango is paying the price. Here's the logic. Addison Barger and Jesús Sánchez are the designated everyday corner outfielders against right-handed pitching. George Springer holds down the DH spot. That leaves no room for Pinango to start against righties, the matchup where he absolutely destroys the baseball. Against left-handed pitching, the Jays prefer Schneider. So if Pinango stays, he is stuck in a pinch-hitting role that helps nobody, least of all him. The front office decided they would rather send him to AAA for regular at-bats than waste him on the bench. And honestly, that part makes sense. What stings is the comparison. Schneider is sitting on a 574 OPS. 2 of his 8 hits this season have come off position players, including his home run. Strip those out, and his numbers are borderline catastrophic. Meanwhile, Pinango was giving this lineup exactly what it needed: hard contact, controlled aggression, and 0 wasted swings. The gap in production is not close. It is not even a conversation. But here is where Blue Jays report urges some patience. The Jays are hedging. They believe Jesús Sánchez can return to being a 750 to 800 OPS hitter. Keeping Pinango on the roster at half playing time would have given Sánchez an easy exit ramp every time he struggled. Now there is no escape hatch. Sánchez has to produce. If he does not, Pinango comes straight back up, and Schneider made it crystal clear the door remains wide open for that call. Now shift your focus to Brandon Valenzuela, because this man is quietly turning into the most exciting story on this team. A 106 WRC+, a 780 ops, 4 home runs on the season, 2 from each side of the plate. He already has double the home runs of Vladimir Guerrero Jr., a rookie catcher, doing that right now. When Alejandro Kirk returns, the conversation about roster construction gets genuinely complicated. Valenzuela has options remaining. Tyler Heineman does not. And Heineman's offensive ceiling is nowhere near what this kid has already demonstrated. The Jays are also turning to Spencer Miles as an opener for Eric Lauer tonight. The Oakland Athletics hammer left-handed pitching, Mike Trout and Jorge Soler chief among them. Throwing a righty who sits at 98 miles per hour at that lineup early makes complete tactical sense. This team needs wins. They are 7.5 games back in the AL East. The wild card race is tight, and every game from this point forward carries weight. José Berríos is back on the mound. Valenzuela is hitting moonshots. Trevor Richards has posted a 0.68 ERA this regular season at just 22 years old. The pieces are there. So here is the question worth arguing about. With Pinango tearing apart AAA and Schneider struggling to hit even position players, how long before the Blue Jays are forced to reverse this decision?